Hello, Mike.
Hey Keith, how are you?
Good, good. Glad to have you on. First and foremost, I'm just glad that you're part of our office. Okay. Um, Everybody in our office knows how committed you are to not just helping us in the office, as you're committed to helping the community, your volunteer outreach during Harvey, any of the floods. And just so recently, Shred Day, when we were collecting canned goods and shredding documents, people were coming up with bags and canned goods. I was there for an hour and a half. You're the only one I saw show up with a trunk full of canned goods and non-perishables. So we know where your heart is. Tell us about, you running for this position with HAR. What's your message and what are you looking to accomplish?
Well, first of all, just thank you for the opportunity, and you know, it, I appreciate the kind words, and that's just a reflection of the culture in our office. Um, Let me turn down my desktop volume here. Um, so I'm running for commercial director this year, and this is a position I've thought about for some time. Um, Ever since I was a new agent, I've looked at that ballot and I've looked at that HAR page and I've seen people up there and I thought, one day I want to be there. Um, but I want to make sure I had the experience, the qualifications, the understanding of the position and what our industry needs. So I feel like, being involved with Texas Realtors as a board of director, serving on various committees, being involved as chairman of the Asian American Real Estate Association, and just various levels of real estate associations, I feel like I've got a good understanding of the position, the role, and how to kind of move forward with um, goals and objectives to kind of keep our industry competitive with everything going on out there.
Okay. And I would like to ask you, I mean, I've been in the office with you for a couple of years and you have a great standing, but for the public that may not know you, give us a little bit of your background, your real estate journey.
Sure. So, you know, I'm I have a story that's kind of it goes back to my family. So I grew up in a grocery store. I spent 32 years of my life in there, and I watched my family work. And my dad used to tell me, "Hey, we made nickels and dimes at a time," and I saw how they saved money, and I saw how strict we were with finances. And my parents were lucky enough to invest. They were invited to invest in some properties with my uncle. And if it wasn't for those investments, my parents would still be working today. They wouldn't be able to retire. So I see what it's done for my family. I see what it can do for my clients, and that's kind of why I'm in here. That's what led me on this journey. What really changed? I was headed for architecture before. Um, when we were selling a piece of property, an agent recommended we sell that property for about half of what I thought it was worth.
Mm.
And I wasn't an agent. I was in college. Um, I spoke up. I got called. Um, I got called greedy. I got called. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just a kid. I'm going to ruin my family's financial future. Um, but my uncles and my parents listened to me. And it's funny because broker chewed me out. My uncle told him to make the phone call. 5 minutes later, the offer went up 230%.
Wow.
And it was right at what I recommended. So um, that was my first experience. And I realized, we can't sell people out. This involves, generational wealth. This involves their livelihood, their retirement. And so that led to my journey into real estate.
Wow. Well, thank you. You just kind of highlighted the importance of our core being here. It's not just about
Yes.
us making income. It's about the families, the longevity of those families, and the futures of those family members. So, well said, Mike. Perfectly timed. All right.
Thank you.
So, um, what should we know? as we vote for the candidates moving forward in this, for HAR in this election here, what should we keep at the forefront of our minds as we cast this important vote?
Yes, absolutely. So there's actually a page when you log into the members area where you can get a link to all the profiles of everybody running. Some people made videos. A lot of people filled out a profile. What you want to do is take a look at those profiles. Look at the people that are involved and invested in HAR, their service, and whether it's on committees or tree pack contributions, their contributions to community. You want to make sure that somebody's invested. This is a volunteer position. We're not paid, we're not compensated. We travel out of our own pocket to conventions. So you want to make sure the candidates are there for the right reason. There's a lot of issues coming up, and especially in Houston. One great thing about growth is we've got population growth, so we got traffic. We know about traffic, right? So a big thing I'm working on is reform for TxDOT and how they deal with private property owners.
Okay.
We've also got flooding. I'm working with Harris County Flood Control. So those are the issues that your representative is going to stand for. And you want to make sure that they're standing on the right side and making sure that they're really looking out for the consumers, but also protecting the integrity of our industry.
Excellent. Excellent. Man, I appreciate it. I mean, you really brought clarity to what we should be looking for in the candidates, and that should help us all make the right decision. And we know for our purposes, Mike Wong is the right decision. So everybody be sure to vote and support our own. He's helped us. You come in with a commercial deal, you might not know what to do. Mike is always there, willing to give you a helping hand. So let's always be sure to vote for Mike Wong. Thanks a bunch, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Keith.
Okay. All right. So before we